My sister blew out her birthday candles at her party and said, "I wish my brother would die so I can finally be an only child." What did you just wish for? I stood there holding the cake knife while my 23-year-old sister Vanessa smiled at our parents and 45 guests like she'd just said the cleverest thing in the world. Our parents had rented out half a country club for her, even though she still lived in her childhood bedroom and had never kept a job longer than 3 weeks. I said it out loud so it comes true, Vanessa said, laughing. Every birthday for the last 10 years I've wished the same wish, to be an only child. This year I figured I'd finally be specific about how. My mother's champagne glass slipped out of her hand and shattered on the marble floor. "Vanessa, what is wrong with you?" She shrugged and reached for her presents. "Oh, come on, Mom. You know life would be easier with just me. No competition. No splitting the inheritance. No perfect son standing next to me making me look like a failure." She held up the designer handbag they'd bought her. "This cost $2,800. Imagine if they didn't have to buy his too. I'd been buying my own birthday presents for 5 years because our parents kept forgetting my birthday, but never once forgot hers. They forgot my birthday completely last year," I said. She smiled at me. "Yeah, that was a good year. One step closer to them forgetting you exist at all." Our Aunt Rosalind stood up so fast her chair rocked. "This is disgusting. How can you talk about your brother like this?" Vanessa rolled her eyes. "Because it's the truth. Everybody in this family thinks it. I'm just the only one brave enough to say it." She pointed at me. "He got everything because he was born first. If I'd been born first, I'd be the successful one." Our dad finally spoke. "Vanessa, you dropped out of college 3 separate times. Because every professor compared me to him," she snapped. "Do you have any idea what it's like being the stupid sibling?" My fiancé, Elena, stood up next to me. "You're not overshadowed. You're lazy, and you're entitled." Vanessa laughed. "See? Everyone here would be happier if I was an only child." Then our grandmother, who hadn't said a word all afternoon, slammed her cane down. "Vanessa Claire Coyle, you are a disgrace. Your brother paid for your rehab twice." The whole room went silent. Vanessa's gambling problem was not supposed to be public. "Grandma, that's private." Grandma kept walking. "He paid your DUI lawyer, your credit cards, your car insurance for 2 years." She turned to our parents. "Did either of you know your precious daughter owes her brother $52,000? My mother went white. $52,000? She told us she was paying her own way. Grandma laughed, and it was not kind. "She hasn't held a job in 2 years. Her brother has been her bank." She pulled a stack of papers from her purse. "I have the receipts because somebody had to co-sign the loans he took out to cover her messes." Vanessa lunged for the papers, and Grandma cracked her across the knuckles with the cane. "Don't you dare. These prove exactly what kind of parasite you are." Our family friend Victor, a lawyer for 30 years, took the papers and read them. "These are legitimate loans, all in his name, all for Vanessa." He looked up at me. "Son, you've been financing her entire life." "She's my sister," I said. "I thought I was helping her." Vanessa laughed in my face. "Helping? You were showing off. I never asked for your help. That was a lie." She'd called me sobbing every time, begging. "You called me at 3 in the morning threatening to hurt yourself if I didn't pay your bookie." Everyone gasped. Vanessa's face went dark red. "That was private." Elena pulled out her phone. "I have the voicemails. 31 voicemails of you threatening to unalive yourself if he didn't send money." She pressed play. Vanessa's voice filled the room, slurred, desperate, begging for $6,000 or she'd drive off the overpass. The room went dead quiet. I watched my sister's face go from smug to shocked to furious in about 3 seconds. Then she jumped up and lunged across the table for the phone. Victor got between them and pushed her back into her seat. Some people had their phones out, recording. And I realized right then there was no taking this back. Everyone knew everything now. Aunt Rosalind grabbed her purse and announced she wouldn't stay 1 more minute at a party for someone who wished death on her own family. She walked out and never looked back. Then more. Inside 5 minutes, half the guests were gone. My mother ran to the door, begging people to stay, saying Vanessa didn't mean it. She was just emotional. Grandma grabbed her arm and told her to stop making excuses. She said Vanessa meant every word, and every person in that room knew it. Click here to watch part 2 of the story.